This is a tutorial for email for LeadFinder Jack. So we're logged into the dashboard. Come over to the right and click on email, and we have a number of little tabs here underneath the search engines. And if you come over and click on mail server, if you have not already set up your mail servers, then you want to come to the bottom here and click on Add Mail Server and click on the little drop down arrow, and you see there are quite a few here to choose from. If you want to use LeadFinder Jack, click LeadFinder Jack, and all you need to do is add your email and your name and then send a test email. If you want to use Amazon, click on Amazon and this little More Information button pops up. Click on More Information and it will take you to this web page where you can download the information, watch video demonstration. And we'll come back here and then just follow the directions. If you want to use any of these others, just follow the directions on the screen. There is a whole setup for Gmail as well. There's a PDF tutorial on how to set Gmail up. So once you've got everything set up and sent your test email and everything is copacetic, you are going to save it, and then the email sender is here in the box for you to choose from. You can add a different email address for these email servers and use different email addresses for different campaigns. So you would need to go through the Amazon setup process or whatever mail server you choose to use and set that all up, and there are tutorials. Then we come to templates, and if you don't already have email in your system in LeadFinder Jack, you can come over to Library, and there are quite a few email in the library, and you can select any of these. So select any of the ones that you want to use that aren't already downloaded and highlight it and then click on Download. You come over and highlight the email that you just downloaded and come up and click on Modify. I always set the maximum width about 400, and what you do is totally up to you. By default, there are some tokens in the email, and you may remove them if you wish. You can replace them with something else. And wherever you see the squiggly bracket and arrows, you know that you need to delete this information and enter your information or your client's information. And when you come to the end of a line, if you hit enter, it will advance at least 2 spaces. And if you hold down the shift key, it will advance only 1 space and delete the squiggly stuff. Okay, and when you're happy with what you have here, you can save the message and send a test email. And the email address that comes up is whatever you have saved in your setting. Problem sending email. Okay, so let's go to settings. Settings, so here's the settings, here's user data, here is the email address I entered into LeadFinder Jack. If you change the email address, there is nothing to save. Okay, so we will go back to email and mail server. I need to go to Amazon and check these settings. Something has changed somewhere and they are not working. So right now I'm going to set LeadFinder Jack as the mail server, and we'll come back to templates, send a test email. Okay, email has been sent. So LeadFinder Jack mail server works perfectly, and we can go and check out the message. Okay, so here's my email. So we go back to LeadFinder Jack, and now this is ready to go. You can also come over on the left side here, click on the button and create an email, and it'll bring up a little basic email, and you can modify this or use it just as it is or delete all the information and add new. And you want to give it a name and a subject. We'll set the maximum width as 400, And if you want to add tokens, you can add, say, company first name or company name. And on your website, I think we can both benefit from an agreement. Okay, if you add demo URL, you need to have already set up what the demo URL is. Okay, you can add an image. Most email programs only show these as attachment. Large images results in large email. So there are some caveats here about adding an image to the email. If you embed the image, most email programs only show these as attachments, and most people don't open attachments, especially from people they do not know. Or if you set it up as an external image, most email programs block these. The email has a higher chance to be marked as spam. But you can put in a URL here if you want someone to go to it. And you can put alternative text and preview it and click OK. I'm going to cancel. You know, you might as well just kind of put some of these in here and send yourself a test email and see what shows up. Company, city. That's the best way to learn these firsthand. So you can add the whole company address, the company email, company URL, the niche, and if you are sending an email about the mobile speed or mobile usability, you can also enter the mobile screenshot if you want to enter keywords. So I'm just going to put all of these things in here, and we'll leave spaces, ranking, social media, bad review. You can enter a hyperlink. So if you want to send someone to an image, a video, your website, you're going to enter your URL here and then what you want the URL to read. So go here and get stuffs. So here is the link, and someone will get the email and click on it and go to your URL. Unclaimed. If you want the Google Plus link to be displayed, leave this blank. You can enter the unsubscribe token at the bottom. And the unsubscribe token only works when you're using Amazon for email sender. And you can do a demo screenshot. You can add video. So if you want to send them to a YouTube video or to a video on your website, you're going to put the information here and click on the tracking code, and you'll be notified when somebody clicks on the link in your email. And the WP security is, it will take a screenshot of their website and put the warning that your website is at risk because it's WordPress and it can be hacked. And here you can put your AdWords rank and the AdWords ad, and then you can also create your own tokens, and that would be, you go over to settings and create your own tokens. Okay, and I'm going to save this, send a test email. Okay, so here's my very goofy test email. I ran a search and I used the details from that search to send this email to. So it's got a company name and a company phone number. Here is the screenshot of their website on a mobile device. Here are the keywords, no social sites. And here is a review. So it's a very nice review. And here is the hyperlink that I added. We don't have anything here for unclaimed. We do have the security risk token and the unsubscribe token. So just set up an email and try out the tokens. If at any point during your campaign you get a notice that reads email sending has been suspended, you'll come to dashboard. You'll see a red notice here that reads something about the email sending has been suspended. I did this manually. So you'll come to this button and click on Lift Suspension. Okay, so that red notice will go away. And then these buttons over on the left hand side, you can click on Remove All Pending Email, or you can select an email and remove selected email. If the email sending has been suspended, it will be suspended for 24 hours. So you can come over here and click on Reset Mail Servers. It will remove that 24-hour suspension. And you can also export this list here. So tracking, this would be for the URL tracking. This is blacklist. So if blacklist contains email addresses or parts of email addresses that will not be stored. Example, if the blacklist contains privacy at, then any email addresses found that contain privacy at will not be stored. No contact, if somebody says they want to be removed from your email list, they will be added to this no contact list. Email are validated for syntax and existence. This pane shows the progress of the validation. So if an email address is not correct, it won't be validated and the email will not be sent. And that pretty much wraps up this tutorial.